Whoa, what is going on, all-terrain nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or this sim I'm about to drive, this is your all-terrain nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and today we are talking about the new EV Hummer. That is right, we're going to talk about the EV Hummer, but I'm sitting in my sim, and if you do any kind of sim racing, let me know. I like to do iRacing, and tried to do a league last year, and I'm looking for people to want to just have fun with the channel. Anyways, let's get into the other electric version of racing, as it were, because we're going to talk about the Hummer. That's right. I was at SEMA this past year, and it's the first chance I've gotten to actually see the thing in person. Now, while I'm not a big fan of this platform because it's big, and I seen these things cruising around the Dream Cruise last summer, and from a distance, and they were big, but in like up close and personal, these things are huge. Now, you know, GMC is going to say, well, yeah, but think about the 0 to 60 times and all these like cool racer things, and you're like, man, that does sound really, really cool, until you see the size of this thing, and you're like, how in the hell am I going to stop this thing at a 0 to 60? Because it's 9,000 pounds. That's right. Now, I'm sure the manufacturers, they know how to stop it, and I kind of poked the bear at that, but the fact is, this thing is a rolling tank, and if you were to get in an accident with it, like, I don't know. But hands down, I respect what they're doing, because Ford debuted the Mach-E Mustang, which I just want to call it a Mach-E. I think Mach-E sounds better than Mach-E Mustang, but let me know in the comments what you think. But and then they came out with that, and then they were like, hey, let's bring out the Lightning. Now, they teased the Lightning for a while, but they did wait to bring the car version out, or kind of SUV-ish, I don't know what we call that thing. And GM, with their, you know, they've got a new Silverado coming out, and then GMC will have their version of it. They kind of took a different direction. While GM is not known right now for doing much in the off-road community, they brought this big beast out, and let's get into this thing, because it's been a while since I've walked around this, and we'll just go from there. Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, you know the drill. It does not matter what you drive, because EV is coming, and GMC's brought out the Hummer, and this thing is massive. Let's walk around this thing, and let's talk about it. All right, we've got the old Hummer here, and it is kitted out for overlanding. Well, it's got a tent on it, and you can see it's got the little solar panel in case you're doing any extras on this thing. But guys, size, I cannot say how big this thing is. This thing is big, and I've seen them on the road when I was up in Michigan. They were doing some product testing, but when you see this in person, it is freaking huge. You got the big Goodyear Wrangler territories on there. You know, they talk about 0 to 60 time on this thing, and which is really cool, except for you got braking to deal with, and then you've got to deal with this thing, and it's you know, if you actually want to take it off-roading. Now, while I think it will be a beast, I think that you know, time's gonna, you know, kind of tell on this thing. Nice cool graphics on there, kind of topography graphics on this thing. Looks really, really cool. Let's walk around here. Let's see. This is the Edition 1 they've talked about, so getting all the goodies on this one, and this is the first one they're supposed to bring out. Now you can see inside. Look at that big display on this thing. It looks really, really good. And I like the square bulkiness of everything, man. It's gonna look rugged that way. Now this one looks like has the optional soft top with it. Now you know that you can use your glass panels that you can remove. So you can kind of see the glass panels there. And seating's typical GM seating the way it looks. Really, really cool though. Now, this has got a rack system on it, and like I said, they sort of kitted it out for looks like overlanding, or their attempt to do overlanding. And got the cool speakers, the GMC, all the steps, the way they do that looks really, really good. You're getting I like the options for the stereo system built in back there, and you're also getting if you're going to charge your phone, man, you're getting all that. Ultimately, you know, time will tell on these things. Definitely GM's way of kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit, and just seeing, you know, will this take or will it not? A lot of investment into that thing, and only time will tell on this, but let's walk around. They've got a few more Humvees, or Hummers EVs. I can't even remember what they are. There is the SUV version, and then we got the race version here, which is really, really cool. Let's walk around this thing, because this is a Chip Ganassi Racing. Looks like they might have partnered with them, and this looks really, really cool.
thing is pretty freaking wicked, and this is something for Danny here. Danny would love the race. The racer in him would love this, and maybe EV would be up Danny's alley. Maybe by the time he gets his Xterra done, EV will be ready. Now this is the SUV trim of the Hummer, and it looks really, really good. I have to say, it looks a little more mellowed out. I like that they've kind of went with the classic kind of trim. You know, you look at the metal flake in the bumper paint. Look at everything else. This is a subtle, you know, more subdued version. Now, I don't know about these kick plates though. They look kind of massive and crazy, but it is what it is, and GM is here to play, and play they will. All right, here's another display they've got here. Big tow hooks on this thing, and hopefully you don't need those big tow hooks because, well, these have to be a nightmare to move. This thing is heavy, over 9,000 pounds. And that's my one downside that I can say about these things. I just think they're just too heavy. EV tech for off-road is what it is. We need some smaller, lighter batteries, and you know, look at, you can tell where the batteries go. That's what all that is right there. And let me know in the comments what you think of these things. Should I cover more of this, or is it meh? So there you go. There you have it. There is the EVs. In the comments below, let me know what you think. Do you want more of this kind of content, or do you want less of it? I don't know. I'm still torn on whether EVs for off-road use is my thing, but we'll see. Only time will tell on that, because you can't stop it. They're coming. So
there you go. So let me know in the comments. I mean, electrification is coming. You cannot put a stop to that. So, you know, we might as well embrace it a little bit, but I hope what I get to embrace is not this thing, because I know for on the East Coast, the kind of off-roading I do, this would never work. It's massive. I mean, I think this thing is almost as big as the original Humvees. Like, it's just freaking huge. Now, would it be cool to roll around in town on one of these things? You're damn right it would be. I could charge everybody in town's phone based on this thing too, but the problem is range and just honestly the size of this thing. I just think it's too big for most practical use. But in the comments below, let me know what you think. We may cover more of this stuff. I mean, because like I said, it's coming. EV, you cannot stop EV. It's coming. So, whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or this sim, I'm going to drive. It's been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd. We're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all. I can get back.